You are now tuned in to the best damn NFL recap and preview show on God's green earth. We are back and better than ever. This is United Football Media. Tell me about it. Brought to you by DAR Sports Media. Wherever you're watching us, we appreciate you. And it should be no surprise to our long-term DAR listeners. Look who came. You guys know that meme that's been around for a long time with the Dallas Cowboy fan coming up out of the sewer with his dirty shirt and his diaper on, looking crazy. Whenever anything good happens for the Dallas Cowboys, finally, that is our man Tay. We ain't seen him all year, all of these times when he would have to pay for his crimes, for his treachery. Nowhere to be found. But look at this. Credit where credit is due. This was the only man I heard this offseason. And some of you listening out there, you might have heard it elsewhere. I'm not saying you didn't, but me personally, and I watch a lot of football stuff, I did not hear anyone else as bullish on the Chicago Bears as my man Tay. I don't know if he even expected it to be this. This is I mean, number one seed in the NFC. They seem to catch every single team at their absolute worst moment possible. I don't know how this keeps happening, but hey man, wins are wins. They are what they are. We got the Chicago Bears as the number one seed in the NFC. My man Tay was the only person who was predicting them to win the NFC North this offseason. Said Caleb Williams is going to be the MVP of the NFC North. All this, that, and the other. Yay, verily, it has come to pass. It's been hook, it's been crook, it's been ridiculous. Some of the most ugly wins you've seen. Every single time a team, like the next week, it's like, oh, this team is in free fall turmoil, like the Eagles right now. It's the Bears are the last people they saw, but I don't want to take too much away. Wins are wins. The seeds are the seeds, and they're the number one seed right now. Of course, to us who maybe like it when Tay with his bold takes gets a little bit of egg on his face. Some of us might be looking forward to the playoffs where maybe things are going to unravel a little bit for this number one seed. We'll see. There's nothing else to say, man. They're the number one seed in the NFC. Tell me about it, Tay.
Yeah, I mean, they started off the season pretty well. Well, they lost their first two. It wasn't looking too well. Early on they lost. They dropped too early.
They were spotting the league L's because they were so far ahead of them, right? They
Yeah, I mean, they lost too early. They got blown out by the Lions. Oh my goodness! But yeah, like they lost too early on. It wasn't looking too good. Then they got they got Dallas, and then they looked like okay, like you kind of seen a vision with them, and then they just, they've been rolling since they took a bad loss against Baltimore with a backup quarterback. But outside of that, I mean, they've been playing pretty good football. The run game's been pretty good, and Caleb Williams isn't even playing at his peak, honestly. Like he's not. This isn't even like he's in his second season. This isn't even like close to like potential like of the team. Like it's still like he's missing a lot of throws still. Like they go for a lot of big plays, so it kind of hurts there. I mean it makes sense. I don't blame offenses for going for big plays, but their run game's been really good. Manungai has been like one of the best rookies, like just in general. Yeah. He's been really good this season. He scored like 6 or 7 straight weeks. Or just something like that. He's been really good. DeAndre Swift, he's been good as well. I mean, they got two great running backs, especially the past couple of weeks. I mean, they both had 100 plus against the Eagles. And the Eagles they've had a good defense all year. And I don't know. I guess they were full from Thanksgiving, but yeah, the Bears went in their house and just ran the football all game long. So, like they can win with Caleb Williams having 150 passing yards. That's not what you want, but that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like, he's not even like there yet. He's not even there yet, so It's pretty good to see. Now, I don't take them like too serious, like in the playoffs or anything like that. They're not gonna have any like deep playoff run or anything like that. I don't see that, but they'll make it. They'll make it. I
Oh,
mean,
for sure.
it's a
Yeah.
start. It's a start, but no, I don't see them making a deep playoff run. I'd be surprised for that. But yeah, they'll definitely get in. Nice. I don't know if they stay one seed the whole season, but they'll get in. They'll win their. It could win a division, and maybe even wild card. Who knows? This the NFC is crazy. So they'll get in. First round exit, whatever. But it's better than last season. So yeah, I'm liking the Bears this year.
So other than your Chicago Bears, what stood out to you this past weekend? A lot of football went down. Current
Um.
ongoings in the NFL.
Uh. Well, I'm not gonna lie. The Thanksgiving games were really good. It's normally, well, not the last one, but the first two. Normally, like they kind of suck or
Oh
something.
yeah, they were all good, all three.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I wish my man Josh was in here. Cowboy team, man.
yeah.
Might be time to start having some discussions.
Yeah.
Because Quinnen Williams and Deshaun Overshown coming back, that has kind of changed the look and the feel of that defense. The offense is just getting better. It's filled with rocket fuel, brother. Every week, Pickens is the opposite of what I figured would happen. I figured he would go down to Dallas and complete his self-destruction, but it's gone the other way around. He has gone to Dallas and become a top 5 receiver. That guy is going insane down there. And with CeeDee Lamb down there as well. Offense is heated up. The defense is starting to become good enough between those playmakers, man. I don't know. Dallas creeping up, and the Eagles are starting to rot. They're starting to fall apart, rotting within, just like I predicted that they would do all year last year. It never quite came true. But those Bills might be coming due this season because that offense is bone shoe ugly, 25th in the league. Everything, watching them try to do anything is just an eyesore. It's a chore. I don't know, man. What was the biggest takeaways you had from that Thanksgiving lineup that you like so much? That the Ravens are cheeks and that they're out of here. Speaking of people who don't show up for this show no
they
more,
needed
none
that.
of our Ravens contingent, they're retired from public life.
Yeah, the Ravens definitely needed that. They can't drop any games, especially because the Bengals, they're not really playing for anything. I mean, like I guess they can win the rest of their games, but like they can say it
because
about
Pittsburgh's a sinking ship as well. So Cincinnati's not out.
Yeah, they're not out. But I mean, the Ravens just showed no heart. He scored 14 points on Thanksgiving. You're trying to make the playoffs. I mean, come on, that was just no heart right there. They got embarrassed. Yeah, I mean the Cowboys, that was a good win. The Cowboys don't normally win games like that. That was definitely impressive. The Chiefs, they were pushing. They were trying to get it done, but not the Cowboys were just too much. I was surprised. Cowboys never win games like this. It was really surprising. And the Packers, like a lot of people don't believe in the Packers. They say Jordan Love sucks or
That's one of those people on the show right now.
Overrated. Yeah. So yeah. I mean they're showing they can be good teams at least. I don't know. They can't beat the Eagles. They always lose to the Eagles, but I mean it's good that they can at least beat the Lions, and the Lions aren't that good this year either.
The whole Dan Campbell offense, all that stuff, it's starting to look a little shaky. Starting to look a little shaky, brother.
Definitely. Yeah.
What do you think of I know what you think because you want play callers. What do you think of it seems like the Steelers fans are getting a little bit over it with old Mikey Tomlin.
I mean, yeah, they need to start fresh in I don't know.
Oh, you agree?
Yeah. I mean, it's been the same thing forever. Like, I definitely wouldn't want Mike Tomlin as like I don't know, like it's just not working. It's just not working. I mean, sometimes you got to shoot for the stars, and I mean they'll never have have any playoff runs. They don't care about getting an actual quarterback. They keep trying to get like band-aids and
They
bridge
got
quarterbacks.
Jackson
They're
Dart.
not trying.
He'd have fit in the culture of that place and that team so
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah, they're not trying. They keep doing this like we'll just put whoever at quarterback and we'll just have a good defense. Like it's not 2001. Like they're just so behind. They're so behind. You need to get a quarterback. You need a nice explosive offense. Like they don't have any of that. They have Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf. That's no one cares about that. Like they just gotta. It's a long. It's gonna be like a little rebuild for them, but they have to they don't want it. They like just going to the playoffs every year. I get just selling tickets. That's what it seems like to me.
I don't
I
know
don't
if they're
think they
going to the
want to
playoffs this year.
care. Yeah, not this year, but I mean they aim for winning record. That's their play. That's what they go for, and
They want to
that's
have a
just
winning record, but not win
that's boring.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just keep doing that. You gotta want more, or even less. Like the less may be better for you because they never get a quarterback because they always have the 18th pick. I mean, because they're winning 9 games every time. Like even less, I feel like the less wins than that would be better, more beneficial, for their future.
Hey, I've been saying it reminds me of like a poor man's version of the Ravens. Remember, that's what I said before the season. Ravens kind of do the same thing, except they got the quarterback, but everything else they always just like cobble it together.
Yeah,
As far as offensive playmakers and all that stuff, we're gonna have a conversation pretty soon about old Lamar Jackson because those numbers have been ass cheeks, and there ain't really a whole lot of difference or a whole lot of I don't know what the hell's going on over there, man. They're giving Derrick Henry 12 carries. Uh,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't understand. Speaking of the types of games that certain teams never win, the old San Francisco 49ers went in there into a game that they definitely would have found an excuse to lose and give up in last year. Last year's team 100%. Shitty weather, elite defense. I mean, Trent Williams has even been on a bit of a hot streak lately, and he Myles Garrett still found a way to get to the quarterback multiple times. But Purdy was sharp. Purdy managed the offense. The defense was fantastic. Obviously, there's a bunch of clown shit going on the Brown side. I'm not going to hold. Oh, and by the way, the Shador thing is coming. That conversation is coming on this podcast because I ranted and raved about it all damn summer. He finally gets in via miracles of God. Like they had no plan on this happening, but they were forced to, gun to their head, forced to. And what do you know? He's better than any quarterback they've had in there so far. Man, that is just crazy. But we'll get there. I'll give it a few more games before I, really throw a fit about how right we were all summer. He was fairly pedestrian himself, but hey, he's going against a good defense too. Only his second game. It is what it is, man. But the Niners go in there, gritty win. Bad weather. They play pretty mistake-free football. Purdy controls the game. There were some concerns because he went out there and he was looking crazy as hell against the Panthers. But came back with one of, in my opinion, one of the best games he's ever had because, that's the weather he's supposed to be bad against. That's the type of defense he's supposed to be bad against. All of these things that we've seen him fail at over the years. He was A+ clean on Sunday. So love that win by the Niners. Hope they keep it rolling. Speaking of Sunday and the Panthers, what was this business? Maybe they're just good at intercepting passes because they picked off Matt Stafford, who was on an all-time historical tear through the league before that. It was amazing. They pull off a huge upset. What is your read on this Panthers situation, man? Are these guys for real or what? Because they go back and forth to being a team that looks like they can beat anybody to a team that looks like they couldn't beat anyone. So tell me about it, man. What's the deal with the Panthers?
They'll be good. They'll be good next year, but they just Nah, like it's just something I can't take them serious. Like they got losses to the Saints, like the Cardinals. They got embarrassed by the Patriots, embarrassed by the Bills. I don't know. Well, Bryce Young didn't play that game, but they're just too inconsistent, and I can't put my trust. I can't put my faith in an inconsistent team. Like you gotta show that you can keep like they beat the Rams. They have their bye week and they'll lose to the Saints or something like that next week. And it's like what was the point? Like they're one of them teams and they're good. They can beat they can beat some good teams, but it's just not consistent enough just yet. Like I don't think they're there yet for me to like fully trust them because they're just like I said they beat the Rams and they lose to the Saints like stuff like that. Like they might lose the next 3 games. No one will be surprised. Like you never know. So.
While we're giving out flowers before we move on to next week, you had the Bears. I was telling everybody about the Patriots in the preseason and got doubted. Got told on this podcast, oh, when the Bills play these other teams, you're going to see the difference. You're going to see the gap. Yeah, there's been some gaps, all right. There's been some differences. Called it with the Patriots. They're even kind of outperforming what I thought. I didn't think that because this never really happens. I didn't think that Drake May was going to be like at a legitimate MVP level already, right off second year, like leading the league in categories, still running the ball, incredible accuracy. Like, man, now they have some concerns. They've got 2 major injuries on the offensive line. Gotta hope that they can keep things going. But they looked like a complete team the other night, man. That was another team that I thought was going to make a big improvement, was going to win 10 games, but we're probably a year away. And it don't look like it. They look like just as much of a contender as anybody the hell else as far as being a complete team with the ability to beat anyone, especially in a year like this where I was telling a buddy the other day, not to jump topics, but like the Broncos. That's why I like the Broncos because they're proof. All you really need is a salty head coach and like 6 dudes who are just badasses, just alphas, like aren't going to allow you to lose. Dre Greenlaw, Talanoa Hufanga, Nick Bonito, Garrett Bowles in the offensive line, Bo Nix, who's never say die. Like other than that, name players on the team like Alex Singleton, straight badass. Got testicular cancer, had a ball removed, came back in the next fucking game and was balling out. There we go. That's what they'll call him for the rest of the season. Ball out. Because that's what he does and that's what he is. Alex Singleton is a hell of a man. But that's the league this year. All you need is a strong head coach and like 7 badasses. And you can beat anyone, you can compete with anyone, and the rest of the team can be no name. You could throw the skill players of the Broncos. People are kind of starting to know RJ Harvey a little bit. You could throw the skill players of that team up on a board among a bunch of randomized names from college football 26. Nobody would be able to pick out which names were the real players. I actually got I signed a defensive lineman named Mo Power the other day. That was awesome.
I always get those type of guys.
What you looking forward to this weekend coming up in the NFL? This Thursday night game, the game you'll be watching tonight as we release this, 2 teams headed in different directions, man. Cowboys, Lions, but we'll see if there's a course correction. Like, do the Lions wake back up, show us who they really are, or do the Cowboys continue to gain momentum? I think there's going to be a serious conversation after this if the Cowboys come out and look impressive against the Lions. What are you looking forward to this weekend in the NFL?
This Colts and Jaguars game is interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of people think the Jaguars aren't like scary. They have a good record, but they're not scary, anything like that. And the Colts are kind of like, they're going through something right now. Daniel Jones is hurt. You saw it last week. Yeah. And they're starting to key in on Jonathan Taylor a lot. And they're really starting to, make the Colts use, other assets in the offense and things like that. So they dropped a couple games recently. And they need this, division game. They were the best team, and then they were 7-1 as far as I can remember. They've been dropping a lot of games recently, and I don't think they want to lose this one either. You don't want to be like fighting in the wild card again, and you lose. They're in danger basically. This is like these teams are in danger. Um, yeah, it's just so many good teams in the AFC, and then Steelers and Ravens. Those games are always pretty good. They're always low scoring, but they're always pretty good though. They're normally competitive. Uh,
That's good. That's major implications, man. Whoever
yeah,
loses that game is really going to be in the pit of despair.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Bears, Packers.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
We'll
now
see
we're about to really
the
see. Let's really see what these Bears got going on. I know Jordan Love will go out there and have one of those games where he has like 7 completions and loses his mind. But
yeah.
What do you think, though? You think the Bears are going to show us what they really are?
I mean, man, it's definitely going to be a tough game. 18 degrees, and that's crazy. But it's definitely going to be a tough game. I mean, I'll just go with the Bears. I mean, they've been hot. The Packers, they be having those like weird games where they just score 13 points and just can't get it going. Their defense always shows up though, but sometimes the offense just, I don't know, can't get it going. The Bears defense had a good week against the Eagles. We'll see if they can do that again. And the Sunday night game, Chiefs and Texans. Chiefs.
Well, I was just about to ask. We could be in a situation because it's consecutive night games. Both teams that were in the Super Bowl Tuesday morning could be in some serious peril. But go ahead. Texans Chiefs. I think a lot of us who like to laugh about the Chiefs, we're hoping that the Texans can get this done. Go ahead and bury Jason for good. Strap that anchor to his leg and drag him to the bottom of the ocean. Get it done, Texans. What are your thoughts?
I know the Chiefs. They're gonna want that one back. They're gonna be doing all types of stuff. Like
that's hard of a champion.
They cannot lose for the rest of the season. Like it's just that's they put themselves into, and I gotta give them respect. I mean, they always have deep playoff runs every year. Like if they do just win in the last 5 games, nobody's gonna want to play them in the playoffs. Like they're rolling like that. They got 5 in a row. Their backs against the wall, and they made it to the playoffs. Yeah, that's gonna be. They'll probably win. Like, if they make the playoffs, yeah, they're gonna be basically impossible to beat. They're gonna be on fire. Just and then their schedule is not easy. For the rest of the year, it's winnable. They can do it. I mean, they can do it.
And another thing about them, by that point, they're going to have been in playoff mode for weeks. Like that was a big boy game last week where they had to win against Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
Big boy game against the Cowboys, couldn't quite eke it out. And now they got the Texans coming in. They got a bunch of good teams coming down the road. And they can't, like you said, they can't really afford to lose. So this is back against the wall, like win or go home every week, basically. Yeah. And you got the bad time to play the Texans, man. That defense is elite. That defense is rolling. Those pass rushers. CJ Stroud's starting to get back in his groove a little bit. Tough situation for the Chiefs, but they do have the championship DNA. We're going to see if they come through it. And then again, speaking of championship DNA, speaking of what the hell's going on here, Monday night against a damn good Chargers team, the Eagles. Ooh, is it going to be looking nasty? Looking nasty on Tuesday for the Eagles, you think?
Nah, I think the Eagles will get this. The Eagles will get this one. I think Saquon will finally he'll get his first 100-yard game. This game, it'll be this game. The Chargers, their line on both. I don't know how they're 8-4. Like realistically, they have no line, offense, defense. I mean,
yeah.
I don't get how they're 8-4, but yeah, I think the Eagles, their run game will probably be successful. On Monday. So yeah, I will lean. I lean Eagles. I definitely. I don't think the Chargers beat teams like this. Like I don't see that.
Okay, no, that's a good evaluation. That's good. It's a good look at them too. Like with all the injuries on those offensive defensive lines,
Yeah.
can they step up to elite teams like this? Even ones that are in a little bit of disarray, a little bit of trouble. We'll see if they can pull it off. We thank you guys for pulling off, jumping in here with us tonight. Hope we covered everything. Questions you guys got, any things that you want us to cover? Ask us down in the comments. Tune into the college football show. There's going to be a lot to talk about on the college football show this week. Coaching carousel, the playoffs, things are getting wild over there. We hope this was a good breakdown, informative for you. This is United Football Media with the help of DAR Sports Media. This is Tell Me About It.